Good morning, peeps. How are you? This is Riza here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my weekly reading. Today we're going to be visiting the universal energies that are going to be affecting us for the week of August the 17th through to the 23rd. I must tell you, I've had a busy week. I've been painting. I have been connecting to the higher realms, the angels. For the moment, I feel like I am in deep water, and I am channeling messages that come from romance, creativity, passions that could, if not bridled, could burn. First of all, I'd like to thank my readers, my viewers, people that have subscribed to my channel recently. Welcome to my channel. My old subscribers, probably shouldn't say that, but to all of the ones that have been following me the whole time, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I also want to thank all of those viewers that have contacted me this week for private readings, as I am still running that special for another week. And I may extend it to the end of the month because I've had such a great, overwhelming response to it. And I do appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you. Thank you guys. Many blessings coming from me to you. And I can feel them coming from you to me as well. I've had some really good feedback from my clients, and I'm humbled, and I am very appreciative of everything that you say to me and the feelings that you send me in return once you receive my readings. I do appreciate it. I'm also going to start something new, which it's just in the beginning stages now, so I'm not going to give all the specifics yet, but I do want to start painting guides for my viewers or people that may purchase a reading from me. And you can also purchase a painting of your guide, or energy paintings, or it's what I'm going to call them, some type of energy, something that you can focus on to connect you to your higher self, to the higher realms. And I'll see how that goes, but that's going to be up and coming. I don't have all the plans yet. I also need to show you some examples of what I'm talking about, so that's just the way it's going to go. For now, I have my Indian guide back there and an angel that I worked on last night, which is something that it'll be similar to that. I'm not sure yet. I want to do it more or less abstract, but then I don't know how to do abstract work, as you can tell from some of my other work back there. But I do want to try to shift. There's something that's trying to shift within me, and I will get there. All right. Now this reading is going to have several parts, and I'm going to use several cards from decks because of the way that it's going. I've already pre-shuffled, meditated, and kind of channeled the messages that are coming for one deck of cards that I've already put out. Actually, two. The first part of it is going to be cards from the major arcana that are going to be the major messages for the reading. And then I have some other supporting cards that I put out to see what's going on. Apparently there's messages coming, like I have said in previous videos, receiving messages from others, important messages that do come that you need to be able to judge and balance, because it could change everything that you have built up to this point in your life. There could be sudden endings and beginnings. Like we've been getting a lot of the Tower cards and a lot of the Devil, the Death card, things like that. So they're just big changes, and they're really on the table again, so I need to address that. First of all, the foundation or the question or the main energy for the entire reading is fate. It's a fated turn of the wheel of events that will happen for all of us at I'm sure that the planets have a lot to do with this as well, because there is a lot of planetary movement. At the moment, we're going to be hit up with, I think, again, some eclipses next month. I really haven't researched it enough or looked into it deeply yet, but I do believe that next month is going to be also very special when it comes to as above, so below. We're going to be affected by a lot of things. So the main idea, the main energy that surrounds this reading for this week is going to be fate, the Wheel of Fortune. Something turning in your favor or not, but it's still fated, so it's not going to perhaps feel very comfortable. It's going to be decisions or changes that will come upon you very quickly, and you really have to focus on that. We also have the Judgment card right next to the card of fate. So this tells me that it's karmic. It's coming from the past, and it's something that's fated to happen for one reason or another. You just need to be aware that you're going to be hearing a calling from the angels, and this represents the angel Gabriel to me in all my readings. Whenever I see the Judgment card and the angels with the horns, they represent Gabriel, which brings messages of change, of sudden, abrupt change that you need to be careful. And it's also karmic change, so be aware that something is going to be announced to you this week, one way or the other, and it's going to be fated. It'll be something that you'll have to think about very carefully, because it could bring destruction of the way of your life at the moment. More or less foundations built on shady or shaky, a home built on shaky foundations, decisions, relationships built on shaky foundations that have come down, that were built on evil pretenses at some point, either due to money or due to whatever the case may be. This could pertain to relationships or business or families, in all areas of life, because for all of us it'll be different where the wheel turns. So we need to be aware. The energies that come in as a possible outcome for this change, we get the Devil card. So it's passion, it's fire, it's desire, it could even trigger some addictions, fears, control. So you need to be careful of this change that's coming. Always know that it could trigger some deep emotions in you that may as well stay asleep. Because by the looks of it, we have the Wheel of Fortune that changes things. Judgment, which is a call to wake up from the angels. And it's a karmic call, so it's something that you need to be very aware of. That could change your life. The Tower, that does change your life. You get a sudden revelation of something that perhaps you didn't know, something that you weren't paying attention to, that could be very enticing. It could be addicting in a way that could arouse desires in you that are perhaps even forbidden desires. So you have to kind of make sure that that's the direction you want to go to. There's going to be a traveler, or someone that comes from another place, that rushes in and brings you a message that you need to heed, that you need to pay attention to, that'll make you think. Again, the Archangel Gabriel, that blows his horn, that calls you to wake you up. Hello, I'm coming and I'm calling. Can you heed the warnings of the angels? So sometimes you have to be careful of those warnings. There's going to be competition with this call, with this awakening. Lots of competition, but you have the upper hand. You need to protect that which you have built. Protect yourself from that which is coming. Protect your money, protect your finances, because you need to be aware of what's happening here. It could affect all of that. You could go crazy and spend a ton of money, and you need to be careful. There could be a new romance starting for you by a fire sign. or a water sign, because it's right next to this. There's going to a message that comes to you from someone that is younger, a message through the mail, through the internet, through however, message that comes to you from someone that's very romantic, a paramour, someone that can steal your heart, someone that normally does not stick around. It's a traveler, someone that moves from place to place. And he comes with announcements, invitations, romantic invitations. So he'll try to steal your heart. And right next to that is the Lover's card. The Lover's card, healing can occur. This could be a soulmate that comes from another lifetime that you are fated to meet for one reason or another. There's probably unfinished business with all of the judgment cards that are on the table. It's fated. Okay, it could come specifically as a gift from them, or it's just fated and you need to be careful of the choice that you make. Make the choice from your heart and not from your head. There's someone that you can truly fall in love with, that has really stirred emotions in you that are genuine, love emotions, then perhaps you can go with it. But if you're making a decision over something else, then it will blow up in your face. So you have to be really careful when the Lover's card comes up next to Mr. Paramour, the romantic rider. And right next to that is the Death card. By following this path, you will have sudden endings and sudden beginnings. And this promises transformation of what you've been doing up to now. That's why you can get the Tower card and the Death card. Everything is going to change. At the bottom of the supporting deck, we have the Six of Wands, which shows that it could be something good if it goes in the right direction. If the two people that meet finally, or do fall in love, or do get everything going in the proper direction. But remember, there's always this guy as the outcome for the Major Arcana. It's just going to be lots of desire, lots of passion. It could be something really hot. And justice. You have to make sure you're balanced at all times, so that it doesn't overwhelm you or take you by surprise, the things that happen. There's going to be many messages that come quickly, and all referring to love. And you may even take a trip because of it. Go to a faraway place. So guys, some of you are going to have someone very important reach out and touch you in one way or another. So be aware of that. That lots of things could change in your life if you allow this to run away with you. So my advice is to stay balanced, to take it very, very slow. Be sure that you stay straight. Do not let any addictions or fall into traps of drinking or drugs or anything of that kind of stuff, because a clear mind, sobriety, will help you make the right decision. My clear mind is easily able to focus and concentrate, no matter what's going on. You have to be very careful when you meet other people. You have to be careful. Quiet. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. Listen. Listen very carefully when others are talking to you, or when this new person that tries to change your life or change your point of view is talking, so that you can see exactly how that person truly is and what they're saying. By enjoying this moment, I'm giving thanks to God for my life. Live in joy, be happy, raise your vibrations, so that you may enjoy what's going on, but always keeping your mind clear, so that you're not being led astray by someone that could be more, I don't know, experienced or or not with your best intentions. So be very careful of that and make sure that it's something good for you. There's a lot of good cards on the table for soulmate. The card that comes up, and this card is straight for Gabriel. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, so be very careful, Gabriel, as to who you talk to or what you do, because someone is deceiving, whether it's you or someone else. Straight from the romance angels. Whispers of love. So that card represents whoever this person is trying to inject themselves into your life. Be careful, because there could be some type of deception on their part. Maybe they're not telling you exactly who they truly are. You need to love yourself to raise your own vibrations. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things in life that life has to offer. So love yourself first. Before you allow yourself to be swayed by anyone else, or before you can start a relationship with anyone else, please love yourself first and ask for help. Ask for help. The angels are always there to help, and your guides. And they will guide you. You will get an intuitive feeling as to which direction to go when this person or this situation comes knocking. For some of you, it could be a new job offer. It could be a new relationship. It could be a change, a move. Even though yes, I did get that. This card sometimes symbolizes moving to a different place. Lots of messages that also this symbolizes air travel. It symbolizes traveling to go somewhere. Also the card of the traveler is here. So you have 3 cards that show that some of you are going to be going somewhere. You're going to be traveling somewhere. So you're either moving or you're meeting someone new. It does show a big change. But there has to be honesty between you and this other person or this situation. There's something that's not being revealed. Something is being hidden. So whatever that is has to come out to light. Or else none of this works out. Besides, it's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is usually the type of person that will steal your heart and then keep going, because they're always moving from one place to another. They never stick around long enough to solidify things. So, on that note, my loving viewers, I will close the reading for this week. Remember, if you would like a private reading with me, I am still running that special, and you can send me an email. My email will be running along the bottom of the screen, and then you also have the link that will come up with the eye thing on the corner that can link you up to my tarot site. I also have the Patreon site, so if you want to help support me on a monthly basis for a small amount of money for a pledge, I do have rewards that I offer, and it also helps support me for the work that I do. The videos, the uploads, the cards, they're expensive to buy, but I can't help it. I do love what I do for you guys, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. I want you to know that. And this is something that I don't really think that I'll ever stop doing, so there's always going to be some guidance coming from me to you, whether it's like this or it evolves later on into something else. But I will try to incorporate my paintings into this somehow, because it is something that I have to do. Communications and art. That's my life path, and it was told to me by Gabriel, and it's been told to me by Gabriel for quite some time now. He just keeps pounding the same information into me. That's all he ever says. Not to worry, that's my life path, and to ask him for help, and he'll help me. Okay, guys. Today I'm just very emotional for some reason or other. Just seem to be swimming in dark waters for some reason. So anyway, like the Scorpio. It's probably due to Saturn coming back into my sign soon. Right now he's in the deepest part of Scorpio, pulling all the garbage out of there. So for some reason I'm like caught up in it. Alright guys, hugs and kisses from me to you. I send you lots of love as always from my heart to yours. Blessings. School is also starting in the United States by the end of this week. You should be visiting teachers and going back to school, and by the beginning of next week it's going to be hell. Traffic, kids everywhere, so get ready because that's coming too. That also changes some of the energy that we have around. So bye for now. I do love you guys. Bye.